Hello. Chapter 2 in Visual Basic asks you to do a new program. Chapter 2 is only allowing you to do the form of the program, not the coding at that point. So if we look at Chapter 2, which I've already done, once again we have the folder, but that is not what you open. You open this bottom one here. Okay. As it opens, we don't have the form. Well, here is the form. And the toolbox, the properties as we saw before. In the last program, the sample program, we had already seen the buttons. Here are 3 buttons. We already have gone over labels. This is a label, this is a label, and this is a label. Here's a 4th button, by the way. This is something new over here. These are called picture boxes. And the picture boxes can be taken right from, this is an object found in the toolbox right over here, picture box. You drag it into the form. And then what you have to do is once you drag one of these picture boxes into the form, you have to click on image, double click here, and it will take you to do a browse and search for these 2 types of pizza. They can be found in Module 2 under Data Files. So remember to look under Module 2 for data files, and this is where you can download these 2 pictures of the pizza. Okay, so this is the form when it's not in run mode. Once you start the form or run the program, excuse me, you no longer see the pictures of pizza, nor do you see, so the pizza's missing, picture boxes containing the pizza, and if you take a look over here, this one label called Enjoy Your Pizza Selection is also missing. This came about because when I set up the form, under this piece of pizza here, we went to the bottom and went to visible equal false. Then you click on this. This is visible equals false. That means when you're starting up, these are invisible, because visible equals false means they will not show up. The last thing that you selected was this, which is visible equals false as well. The rest of these things are still showing up when you start the program. If you start the program one more time, there will be coding behind the program later on that once you choose the pizzas, they will become visible. Right now it's visible.false, and then it will become visible.true in the coding when these show up. And then once you click on select pizza, it no longer gives you these instructions. Instead, it gives you enjoy your pizza, because the first label, this one becomes invisible, visible.false, and this one becomes visible.true. One more thing to note when you're doing this form is that unlike the first program, everything is named, and if you don't name each button and every label, when you do the coding it will not match up and you will get many errors. For instance, this is no longer, when we did this button, for instance, deep dish it says, the name of this button is not button 1. Here they went up to the top and they named it button deep dish. BTN stands for button. This is named button select pizza, not in the description, not only in this description, but in the name of the field, button select pizza. And this is called BTN, stands for button thin crust. This picture is going to be named pick deep dish. Pick stands for picture. And likewise, this one will be named pick thin crust. Once again, be sure to name all of these fields. All of these, if you don't name them, you will end up with an error. So for instance, even the labels have been named here. This label is called LBL, standing for label confirmation, whereas the other label is named LBL instructions. And you have to make sure that you use these exact names once again, or it won't match up to the names given in the coding and you will receive errors and your program will not run. Alright, thank you. That is it for the form. Next lecture will be on Module 3 on coding. Thank you. Bye.